Hey guys, welcome back. This is actually the first video that I have in my net worth tracking journey. I'm gonna try a little bit different here. I'm recording off my phone on my on my stand, but I also have the video you'll be seeing. I'll probably put myself in one of the little corners. But if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my actual computer. So this is the net worth tracker that I have. I did use a template off someone on YouTube. I will link them in the comment section below or in the description of the video, just so if you guys want to copy it. It was really helpful for me, obviously, using it for my first network tracking video. But here are some of the things. This is something I mentioned before. I do want to be pretty transparent with what I do. I'm not over here making big bucks. I'm pretty, I don't want to say bottom of the barrel, but I am trying to get by. So this is what I currently have. For those of you who do not know, your net worth is your assets, what you own, how much money you have. It could be, a car, it could be just total money you have, subtracted by your liabilities, which is whatever you owe. Could be the debt you have, student loans, a mortgage, credit card debt. That's something I'll show here. But I was, in fact, missing January, so that is why you won't be seeing anything in January. So my first update will be for the month of February of 2025, and I plan on doing this at the end of every month. As you can see here, I do have the date completed. I do plan on completing it, whether it be with you guys or whether it be on my own time, the last day of every month, just so I can have it consistently being tracked. It will also be tracked here. I'll have a little graph here, so I can always see, whether I'm going up, going down, how much I'm going up, how much I'm going down. So just to get started, start off with February. I mean, I do have my checking account just over $2,000. Nothing crazy. Some of the other things I do really want to emphasize is I do have two savings accounts. In this case, they are high yield savings accounts. Off the top of my head, my American Express saving account gets me about 3.7%, and the Apple savings account, which is probably my most recent one, I did open that up, I want to say about a month ago. That one gets me 3.9%. So when I first had a savings account, when I turned 18, I told my mom, hey, I want to open a savings account. I want to save money. It's a great way to. I thought it was a great way to save money. Turns out Bank of America did not give me much. I did have a Bank of America savings account. I would be getting a penny every month. Um, that's not getting me anywhere. And I would say I kept about $500 in there at all times. So granted, $500 isn't a lot, but getting a penny for that every single month is not something that I want to see. At least most recently with my American Express account, at least I've been getting around a few dollars. I want to say like $2-3 a month, which is a lot more than a penny every month. But that's just something I wanted to point out. I could probably make a video in regards to the difference between a savings, high yield savings account, but that's something I'll get into later. But those are my current savings account. My Robinhood account, that is for, that's my brokerage account for my stocks. I do have crypto in there. I'm mainly just Bitcoin in there. And I guess that's something else I can get into. That's something I would have to teach myself more before I want to, really go into it. But something I am pretty proud of is my Roth IRA account. That is my retirement account. I have about $2,000 in there, which, if you see here, it's actually more than my savings, and it's, it is actually my biggest pot of money in this time. That is something I've actually been growing for the past few years. When I first really got into this, personal finance, personal savings, all that stuff, that's probably the main account that I've been growing, and that's something I'm pretty proud of. I can also see here my Coinbase account. Honestly, that's also kind of the same. I just have a lot of Bitcoin in there as well as Ethereum. But I haven't dabbled too much into crypto recently. I've mainly just been into S&P 500, if I'm being honest. But that's all my assets right now. I'm just under $7,000. So see here, the total is a 6,887. Moving on to my liabilities. So right now, as the end of February, my student loans are about $5,500, which isn't crazy. I did start off with about 12 grand. I will show probably in this part. I did start off with my net worth being about negative 19,000, which is ridiculous. I did use my card a bit in college. I was pretty excited about that. But I've tamed down a lot more. I actually have a stable income now. But my student loans, I will say, in the moment here, I know it says I owe 5,500 on the loan itself, which is correct, but I did have help from my father. He did help me pay for half of it, so the goal is I'm going to pay down the rest of this, so I don't owe any interest. I don't owe, anyone anything on that hand. But after that, I will reset it back to 6,000 so that I can pay off my dad. I don't like owing him money, although I do owe him a lot of money in my lifetime. I will be paying that, putting that back to 6,000, paying my dad off, and then once we eliminate that, then the actual student loans part will be over with for the net worth tracker. Going on to my credit cards, I have 10 of them. I try not to go too crazy. Some of them, are okay, let me explain this. A lot of them I do just have auto pay for a small payment every month, like the white Bank of America card. That Bank of America card was actually my first credit card. I have it gone, I want to say about 5 years strong. It is about, I put a charge about $5 on it every month. I pay for like the Ring camera. So that's just there. A lot of these are kind of non-factors. This gray Bank of America card was actually something I did go crazy on because when I first got the card, I had 0% interest. So that's something that I don't want to say take advantage of, because that's not how you should be treating it. But I guess I took advantage of it. I put a lot of charges on it. I racked up, I want to say over 1,500, almost 2,000, which was the limit. But I did pay all of it down before any interest was charged. So that is something I'm very proud of. When I go more into it, I can go over the bottom one, my gold card. That one was an issue. And that one I will go over probably in another story time. But that one I did spend a lot of money near my ending years in college. But the biggest factor here is the Chase Unlimited. Chase Unlimited, that one I've had for about 4 or 5 months maybe. Same thing as the gray Bank of America card, the unlimited cash card. I have 15 months of 0% APR. So I did go a little slap happy, and I did treat myself to a limited edition PS5 Pro. I know I shouldn't have, but I did get this when it was like a limited drop, and I was like, hey, there's no chance I get this anyways. And then I ended up getting it, and then I said, oh, well, I might as well put it on this card if I'm not going to be charged interest. So I have been paying it down, trust me. I haven't been paying any interest on it, but that's just something I want to put out there. As someone who's trying to make good financial decisions, that was not the best one. I will acknowledge that, but that's why I want to be transparent here. I'm not a genius. I'm not a finance guru trying to scam you. Like I said, unless it works. But that's just something I wanted to put out there. I do make mistakes, and leading to that, total liabilities is clearly, you can see, more than my assets. It's about 7,500, just about. And if you go to my total net worth, negative $609, which right now, you might look at it and be like, hey, that's negative. That's negative. But like I said, and I will probably add my I'll probably add in my Credit Karma, because I've been keeping track on Credit Karma, but this is where I finally added everything together to make it work. I did add it to Credit Karma, and now compared to that, I've come a long way already from being almost my net worth to negative 20,000 to just about zero. I have come a long way, and I can say this, I am extremely proud of myself. But this is kind of it. I don't know how I'll keep maybe implementing different factors, or I'll add different things, but this is the gist of it, of how I want to do these net worth updates. Again, this is for the month of February. And as I add in more months, you will see there will be an actual graph. There's just a dot in February right now because I don't have anything in March, because it is currently it's March 7th, I believe. But that's about it. I mean, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. If this is useful for you, if you want to see where I made this this Google Sheet, you know, like I said, I'll find the video again, and I'll put it in my description, and I'll probably pin it in the comments. But if this is helpful with you, please share the video. I would appreciate it. But the goal for now, I do want to be a net worth of 0. That's the first goal I want to attain. So and I'll probably make a different video, want to just set some goals for myself so I can share with everyone. But the first goal I will put out there is I do want to attain a net worth of 0. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Like, share, follow, do whatever. Goodbye.